So occasionally I go out and live on the streets of Peoria, Illinois. And this video is me trying to explain why I do that and telling you a little bit about this time around. So starting 3 years ago, I believe it was, I decided that I wanted to go out and live on the streets of my hometown and try and make it for a week. And the reason at that point was I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do it, and not to get too in-depth into personal stuff here, but I've always felt like I was on the cusp of becoming homeless. I live paycheck to paycheck, and yeah, it's always a possibility. The last 2 years for me actually have been really rough. I'm out of unemployment. I've barely worked this year, and who knows what the future holds. I work for a union, and they're the ones who call me to go to work. I can't go seek my own work. So if I head out to do this and they call me for work, I'm going to go out to work, and this will be over and done with right then, because I need to work. That's what this is all about, being homeless. And yeah, I'm not going to let this be a self-fulfilling prophecy by not answering the phone to go to work. So yeah, I'm going to have my phone with me and turn it on from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. in the evening, because that's the most likely window that they would call me to go to work the next day. That being said, I am heading out tomorrow, September the 21st, 2015, which I believe is the fall equinox. And yeah, that's when I've always done this in the past, is right in this late September, early October window. Here in Peoria, that's the least likely time it's going to rain on you. It's also not going to be really hot or really cold. And living on the streets is hard enough, so, you know, I always figured this was the best time to do it, and I'm continuing that tradition. The longest I ever did it was the first time. That was actually like a, cruise week, 6 days, or 7 days, 6 nights. The shortest I ever did it was last fall. I was actually planning to do it with another guy, and we left my house at about 3 in the afternoon, and at about 7 in the morning the next day he was like, "I'm done, I'm going home." And I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to go home too and just reboot. And yeah, I went home, and it just didn't happen. I just didn't go back out. Between those times, the original time and last year, I did a couple 2 days, a couple 3 days, but never any other week-long thing. This I am planning to be just as long as the previous one. 6 nights, 7 days. I'm leaving on Monday tomorrow, and I plan to be back home the following Sunday. We'll see how that works out. Like I said, if I get called to go out to work, then I'm gonna come home and go to work. If something else arises, like I get really sick, or I just get sick of it for some reason, I'm gonna head home. I'm not gonna, stay out there if I don't feel like staying out there. A few things about this. One thing I've never done when I'm doing this is panhandle. I always try and take as much food as I possibly can with me, and I also dumpster dive looking for other food, which I have found other food in the past, going through dumpsters. I don't panhandle. I don't go to food banks. I don't go to homeless shelters. And the reason for that is I don't want to take away from any truly homeless person. I am just a, visitor, I can always go home, if I just decide. So I don't do any of those things. Don't want to take resources from truly homeless people. So yeah, this time around, I guess I've always taken different kits when I go out, depending on the length of time I'm planning to stay out and just what my current reservoir of kit items are. And this time around I'm going with the hobo aesthetic. I saw Ken Cram's video a few months back, and when I was a kid there was a few things I wanted to be, and one of them was a hobo, so it'll just be cool to do it that way. So yeah, I'll be mixing up eras. I'm not going to be all super traditional or anything. And like I said, mixing up eras. I'll have my haversack, so that's kind of the 1830s to the 1880s era, and then I'll have my bedroll, and then I'll have my hobo stick with it won't be one of those cartoon little hobo bags. I actually have a very large burlap sack full of clothes and stuff that I've put together. I'll have a video you can watch. I'll post it here soon after I post this one. That'll show you all the kit I'm taking with me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's always an exciting adventure, and I'm hoping to record more this time. Every time I've intended to record, a lot, and then I just get into being homeless and don't end up videotaping much. I've never had a camcorder before, so that'll be different for me. At least I'll have a dedicated camera for it. In the past I just used my current cell phone and an old cell phone. So yeah, hopefully I'll have enough implements to properly document it this time. And if I do, you'll see it here on YouTube. That's what I'm hoping to do. Yeah, any more thoughts? I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. I'm going to be taking off. It's about 1 in the morning right now. I'm going to be taking off in about 12 hours. So I've got everything packed up and planned and whatnot. Well, I say planned. I do have a place that I know I'm planning to stay on the first night. And from there, it's just wherever the wind takes me. I do not stay in one single place. What I'm doing is totally illegal, obviously. It's, urban stealth camping. Yeah, if I get caught, I could end up in jail. Another consideration is that there is no legal open fires in Peoria, so I am taking a hobo stove that I built. I'll be taking that with me so I can have a contained fire. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for having that. Yeah, so what I'm doing is, totally illegal. But for me, in the past, it's really been, I get very stressed with my job and lack of job, just dealing with all the finances and whatnot. And when I go out in the streets, it's very similar to going out into the woods, but on the other hand, it's totally different. You just go where the day takes you, and all you got to worry about is where you're going to sleep that night and whether or not you're going to eat. And I'm bringing most of the food I probably need to eat, so it's mostly about where am I going to sleep tonight, you know. So hopefully I get some good footage and it's entertaining for somebody out there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it, and I hope you watch my videos. Alright guys, I need to go render this and get the hell to sleep. Ill Billy on the streets.